Oh, hello, darling. So I just wanted to talk very briefly about Candlemas and Imbolc and the cross quarter day or Celtic quarter day, because astrologically we're looking at the very middle of the sign of Aquarius, which is mathematically called 15 degrees Aquarius, which is usually on about the 3rd or the 4th of February. But of course, it varies a little bit. And this is the exact sort of halfway point between solstice and equinox. So we're looking at the sun, the movement of the sun. We also have a lovely full moon on the 1st of February. So that coincides really nicely. And back in the olden days of the Middle Ages and Renaissance and early modern era, there were some old customs for celebrating this time of year that were very much tied to Catholicism and what's called the presentation of Christ in the temple. I don't know why I can't pronounce that. Presentation? Anyway, and also the purification of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So there's all this kind of Christian symbolism that has been layered over what is thought to be a pre-Christian seasonal celebration that we call Imbolc. And we really don't know how people were celebrating before Christianity because people weren't writing things down at the time. And so the only real information that we have was recorded during the Christian period that came after the Romans. And, the history of Christianity in Britain and Ireland is kind of a slow process. We could go into all the details, but basically the Church of England was established in like the middle of the 16th century roughly, and that's when a lot of the old Catholic ways of doing things were somewhat shunned because they were thought of as being a little bit too pagan. But despite this fact, a lot of areas would have carried on with like old Catholic kind of ways of doing things. And that's what you call folk Catholicism, if I can say that. And in Dorset, I'm sure it would have persisted for a long time just because it's a very rural county and things don't change as quickly over here. Another thing that took a while to change was when we transitioned over from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. So we all know that the calendar months are just bullshit basically, but in the year 1752 that's when we swapped over from one day to the other. So that's why we call the 13th of February Old Candlemas, because that's when the old celebration before 1752 would have occurred. And that just happens to be right next to Valentine's Day. And I think of Valentine's Day as just like our modern version of Candlemas and Imbolc. And I love it, and I love all the cute little decorations and things that people make, and I think that it's bringing home the message of love in your community, your local community, your friendships, your neighbours, your family. It's not all about romantic love. I think we need to extend it out to everybody in your life, everyone who's important to you, and also extending it out to the environment, to the animals, to the little baby animals, and really connecting with what's local to you, the people that are local to you, the environment that is local to you. Go outside and really embrace the change of the seasons, because here in England we are experiencing what I think of as early spring. For a long time the 1st of February was considered the start of spring, so we're just getting those first little signs of spring, and it's very exciting. I absolutely love it. And it was also an old tradition in Dorset and several other counties as well, that Candlemas was the day, or the Candlemas Eve, which is the 1st of February, would have been the time to burn your old Christmas decorations. Like all of the evergreens that were used to decorate your home would have been burnt in a fire, and that this was considered good luck, and it would be very bad luck not to do it. So that's one of the old ways of celebrating this time of year. Have a little bonfire and burn away all of the things from the previous year. So thanks for listening to this little video. I hope you enjoyed, and leave me a comment, and hopefully I'll be able to respond to you. Although there has been like a little bit of a glitch lately. I've noticed that I try to respond to comments, and for some reason there's like an error that pops up and it doesn't post my reply, so don't know what's going on there. Sorry about that. But do enjoy my videos, and do leave me a comment and a like and all that business, and see you in the next video. Have a lovely celebration, if that's what you're doing, of the seasonal changes and the full moon and everything that's going on. And despite all of the shit that's going on in the world, we all need to take time for connecting with our environment and our community. So I think that's really important. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.